Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leora and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be a makeup releases and sneak peeks video, and goods and bads and the uglies and the things that we really don't like here. So I hope you will enjoy that. I will leave all my information about the products that I'm talking about, and of course my sources and the original creator Samantha March in the description box, as well as the community playlist of these kinds of videos, which I really like, because there are really a lot of YouTubers, like, why did I do that? YouTube. I wanted to say influencers. A lot of us who do these kinds of videos, and these are really still my most favorite videos of the whole week. So that's what we're gonna do. And then if you saw my video yesterday, you probably heard in the audio that I had my fan blowing because it is summer and it's really hot. And I have filmed another video which you will see at the end of the week with my fan blowing. And no, is that true? I'm not sure. Maybe it's next week. There is going to be another video with my fan blowing, a tutorial. It's probably next week. Anyway, so that I just cannot do that. I can't do it anymore. As nice as it is and as pleasant as it feels for me, but I hate the audio quality, so I'm going to suffer here. And I'm going to let myself have some iced coffee. Okay, so I'm drinking it with a straw in order to not ruin my lipstick. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do in order to cool myself down a little bit, but I'll try to not have the fan blowing because that is so annoying, and poor you who have to listen to this. I hope that anyone will even, watch that video. Okay, so with all of that being said, let's just go right into it. I'm gonna go a little bit to the side as always. And let's fire up my Instagram. Okay, so I want to start out with a few things from Emby that really caught my eye. And first of all, girl, I have no internet. I have no internet. My internet just dropped. Okay, so in today's world, we are totally lost without internet. Okay, I just got my internet back. I don't know how long I'll have it. Okay, so let's just talk about this for a little bit. So this is the new sunlight activated color changing vegan eyeshadow palette. She has the longest names. But the colors look so amazing. So now, of course, in this picture you don't really see what kind of color changing is going on, but she describes it here in the comments. There is one that changes from turquoise to purple, one that changes from green to purple, yellow to blue, purple to violet, orange to hot pink, wow, yellow to purple, pink to magenta. So that is really amazing. I love this. I love this so much. And I also wanted to show you, she just has announced that she has a new green palette. I guess she switched a few shades around. And if you're not new in my channel, you know that I do have the previous green palette, and I really enjoy it. I have played with that quite a bit, also off camera. Really love it, and the performance is really nice. So just wanted to update you on that in case you were considering to get the green palette, that there is a new one now. And I also wanted to show you, and I really love that too, that there is the Love Vegan eyeshadow palette on her Etsy available now, and I thought that was so sweet. I love monochromatic palettes. I cannot help myself. It's just such a smart thing to do, and if it would come to me, well, in my life it would come to me, I guess, I would just have of every color one monochromatic palette, maybe even bigger than this, maybe like 30 shades in one color family, and then of every color. I would love that, and I would just, go to all of these palettes all the time, and I would probably never need anything else, which sort of takes the fun out of it. But the concept behind it I really like. So these three things from Emby I wanted to show you. Then there is a new palette from HipDot, and I have spoken about HipDot quite a bit a couple of weeks ago, where they had like two sister palettes, like a greenish kind of a one, and one that was more like the sunset kind of theme, and I think it was like inspired by the Zion National Park, and then the other one by some kind of cavern something. I don't know if you remember. So now they're coming out with this palette, and this is the new Rio eyeshadow palette. It's gonna It's gonna launch on June 3rd. And it has 3 pressed glitters and the rest is mattes as far as I can tell. And I think it looks really, really nice. I have to check out this brand because I do think on the basis of what they have been showing us now lately, or ever since I realized that they exist, I really like what they offer. So I think this is beautiful. I know a lot of people would say it's just a rainbow palette with pressed glitters, and I do not like pressed glitters too much. I'm wearing glitter, but this is loose glitter and I like to have it like on the side, but I don't like to have it in a palette. I would rather have more variety of mattes or shimmers, but in general I think this palette looks really, really nice. The next thing I wanted to show you is from Nabla Cosmetics, and they're coming out with this palette here that is called Soul Blooming, and I think this is super, super beautiful, even though it is, for me, for my liking, very subdued, and it is sort of half neutral and half, it's not even colorful, it's just a little bit of muted pops of color. It's not even pops, but it is so romantic. I really, really like this. So anyway, this is gonna be available on Beauty Bay as far as I know, and of course on the Nabla website. And I think this is really, really nice. The only issue I have with this palette is that the only really dark matte is the brown on the bottom right corner, because that blue in the bottom left corner is a shimmer. And again, I've said that before, I don't like it when the darkest shades in the palette is a shimmer. I don't like that because when it comes to blending out, I'm very traditional. I know I've sort of made a 180-degree turn, because when I started my channel I said I don't care, I do whatever I want. But ever since then I started to actually study makeup, and I don't know, I sort of mended my, does one say that? I don't know. I just changed my preferences a little bit, and I really do think that the looks are much, much nicer when you blend them out with mattes. So that is my only issue. Other than that, I really think that this looks lovely and romantic and really, really sweet. So that's Nabla Cosmetics. So last week, the first thing that we spoke about was that sneak peek of a new palette from September Rose Cosmetics. And we only saw, of course, the outside of the packaging, and now they show us the inside, and it is, as we all thought, it is a brownish kind of fall time palette, if you ask me. And I do believe that it is a nice idea for them, after coming out with their very colorful slush palette, to have a palette that is a little bit more quiet. Maybe this is not even quiet for a lot of people, I don't know, but I think it is a nice palette. I think every brand should have something like this, and I think it's a very smart move. This palette is called Brew, so I guess this is in the line of coffee brew kind of a thing. I don't think though that when I look at the colors that it looks very much like coffee. It looks more like freshly made carrot juice. I think they're a little bit like the orange is very overwhelming in this palette, and they are very, very similar. So I don't know if that is what I need, and it also looks like there is at least 1 or 2 pressed glitters in there. That is not necessary for me. As it is, I don't need this palette, just showing it to you because I said that I would update you once I know what the inside looks. Okay, then my favorite thing to talk about, eyeshadow palettes that look like food, right? Don't we all know that Leora loves this? Okay, so I think last week I spoke about Spoiled Lips Cosmetics for the first time, and I was actually very positive about what they showed us back then. But now, launching on June 7th is this. And I don't know why they can't stop themselves from releasing donut palettes. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't know why people are so positive about things like this. I understand that there are different preferences in people, but I don't know, why are people excited about this? I just don't get it. Even in the comments here on their Instagram page, people are commenting on the fact that it looks very much like Glamlight, and I have such issues with Glamlight because of all their food related product, so I really don't like this, sorry. And then of course there is the next thing right up, which is Sugary Cosmetics, and they are coming out with a donut palette as well, together with lashes, and is there anything else? Palette and lashes, no, that's it. So while I love lashes, as you know, and those lashes look, from what I can see here, look really, really nice and fluffy and dramatic. Love that. Do they need to come in a donut packaging? I don't need that. Do I need a palette that looks like kitty makeup that my 4-year-old uses? No, really not. I really don't like that. Even the color selection is not something that I, you know, maybe I would, if it would be super spectacular, I would be able to live with the fact that the palette looks ugly, but no, I can't. I cannot. Then the next thing I wanted to show you is from Blush Tribe, and Blush Tribe has announced, or Paulina has announced that they are coming out with, I think, 500 more palettes of the Paulina palette. If you don't know, Blush Tribe collaborated with Paulina. She is a Swedish YouTuber, and the palette looks like this because I happen to have it. I ordered it back then as soon as it released. I also made a video about this, and this is how it looks, and I love the palette. The only issue I have with this is that I would love for it to have a light green shimmer. That would make it perfect for me. Other than that, I really, really love it. And of course, I can always take a light green shimmer from a different palette. But just saying, this is going to be available. It's not going to be a lot. They're not restocking thousands of it. So if you want to get it, then, you know, hurry. All right, next thing is from Ruby May Cosmetics, and this had me excited. So they have 3 palettes. One is the Vibes palette, one is the Brights palette, and one is the Mood palette. I think that's how they're called, and I think they are lovely. And Ruby May Cosmetics, that is a thing that I've never heard before, so they have beautiful, beautiful things. Go ahead and check them out because this is lovely. I love this. Have I mentioned that I love this? Especially this Brights palette, the one with the green packaging. Wow. This has my little Leora heart pounding. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think they're super lovely, and I think one could create amazing looks with it. There is a very heavy emphasis on shimmers in those palettes though, so if you want to get them, then you have to see, you know, what your own preferences are and what you need in your collection. But I do think just from seeing them, they're absolutely amazing. Love them as they are. Then the next thing I wanted to show you is a sneak peek, I guess, from Morphe. And I only, when I'm filming this, I only have this picture here, which looks like someone took a picture of a newspaper advertisement or something. But it says here, it's from Morphe. It's the 35H Hotspot Artistry Palette. It will retail for $24. There will also be a felt tip eyeliner for $12 and a liquid eyeliner, liquid liner for $12. And this will be available at Morphe, of course, and at Ulta Beauty coming soon. That's all I know. So this looks nice. I know I have a thing with Morphe palettes. I have a thing about big palettes. I love it. I love all the Morphe palettes I have. I know this is already being trashed everywhere because of it being big and because of, you know, just pushing out stuff. Morphe is doing this and that. You know what? Just stop bashing brands. You know, everybody is shady. Let's face it. It's not just Morphe. If anyone would have the chance to be shady, they will be shady, and they will do stuff that is not perfect or not good. And I just want to take the products for what they are and not be constantly in the fear of what is hanging over my head. Okay, so I think this is nice. I love Morphe formula. I work with that all the time, enjoy it very, very much. I'm sure I would enjoy this palette too, and the price is unbeatable, $24 for 35 shades. So just saying, this is gonna come soon. I don't know when, but soon. Next thing I wanted to show you is from BH Cosmetics, and they are collaborating with Marvin, what's his name? Marvin Magnificent. in this case, again, I don't know, is it proper to say him or her? I don't know. He is apparently a German influencer. Like, he is in Germany and I guess America. I don't know. This whole selection, this whole collection is an eyeshadow palette with highlighters and a brush set, and I think this is so boring that I can't even bear looking at this. Really, I mean, why do we need this even? Because everybody has these in their collection. Everybody who's not completely new and starting out from scratch will have this. Will not need this. So I don't know why even doing this, why going there. This is not special. I don't know. Anyway, just saying. BH Cosmetics really has to step up its game, because I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with this collection now, and with the whole star sign series thing, every month being a disappointment. So that is really not what I'm looking for. Though the next thing is really nice, and that is from Colourpop, and they have just coming out with sticks that are like highlighter sticks and blush sticks. What would make that perfect for me would if there would be also contouring sticks or bronzing sticks, and then you could just have bundles of 4 and have one highlighter, one bronzer, one contour and one blush. That would be so cool. So anyway, you can buy them as singles. You can also buy them as bundles of 3, and I think you can you pick and choose? I don't know, maybe not, maybe they're preset bundles, I don't know. It actually looks like it's preset bundles. Anyway, but they look really nice. I'm actually looking for something like this, and it's very beautiful. So I'm not in the place right now to make a Colourpop order, but I might include this once I'm ready to place an order, because I also want to get the Blue Moon palette that we spoke about last time. So maybe I will get one set of those. Next thing I'm super excited about is another collaboration between Stacey Marie. Is her name Stacey Marie? I think so. Yes, Stacey Marie MUA and BPerfect Cosmetics, and they came out about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than a year ago, with the Carnival palette, and I'm going to include a picture of that right here too, because I love this palette on first sight. I wanted to have it. It is quite expensive. Is it £50 or something, or $50? It is super expensive, but it is available on Beauty Bay, and I've been eyeing it, and I have had it in my cart so many times, but now they're coming out with the round 2. This is how it looks, and I don't know anything else as of now, but the swatches look amazing. The color story looks amazing. So I'm super excited about this, and I can't wait to talk about this some more once I know more. Now Milani Cosmetics is giving us a Chloe sneak peek of a new highlighter palette, and it's called Celestial. Hard for me to say. Anyway, so it's a Celestial highlighting palette, and it looks like this, and it is so pretty, and especially whoever out there watching me is a person of color, this is gonna be so beautiful on you. This might be too dark for me, but I think on a person of color it's gonna look so amazing. I love this. This is like really goddess-like. I love this, and I almost wish I had a darker complexion so I could put this on, because it's amazing. Love this. So is this gonna be available? This is gonna be available on June 4th online on Milani Cosmetics, and you can use codes to get some percentages off, so that's really nice. Then I wanted to show you something that I did not like, and that is from Beauty Creations Cosmetics in collaboration with Annette69. So I checked up on Annette, and she is apparently a blogger, and I don't like this at all. This is, again, it looks like kitty makeup, and I don't need this at all. Like, I don't know, it does not look at all enticing to me. So there are, of course, again, in those heart-shaped pans, there are pressed glitters, and I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so I checked up on Annette69, and I said she's a blogger. She has a very big following, what I consider very big. Do I like her style? No, because basically on every picture you see her two best arguments, if you get my meaning. And I don't think in a age of Me Too and everything, and of us as women trying to put more value on ourselves, we need to, like, I don't need anyone to throw that in my face. So but that's just my own personal opinion. She can of course do whatever she wants, but for myself, I value myself so much that I would not do that. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, so next thing I wanted to show you is from Melt Cosmetics, and this is what it looks like. These are the swatches, and this is the palette. So there are two sides of this palette. There is like a cold toned side and a warm toned side. I think this is pretty lovely, and even though I'm maybe less crazy about how they made this palette, in the sense of that surrounding the shadows is this, like, it looks like they're spilling out, right? That's of course just the design of the palette. It sort of makes me a little bit uneasy because I don't like messiness, but other than that, I think it looks really, really nice. And I have heard that the reason for them having those two sides of the palette is that I think the two owners, or the two creators of Melt Cosmetics, did that in remembering their beginnings and where they're at now. So I think the right side with the blues and the cool toned one is remembering their beginnings when they started years ago. That's what they went for. That was their style or something like that. And then the other side, the side is what goes now. So I think it's a nice idea. I don't think that when you collapse the palette and you have those shades on top of each other, facing each other, I don't know how that's gonna work, if they spill into each other or something. I'm a little bit suspicious of that, but other than that, I think this is a nice release for someone who wants to have both warm and cold in one palette, and I think it's nice. Most of them though are shimmers. I think that all of the shadows on the cool side are shimmers, and at least two on the warm side are shimmers. So you have to decide if that works for you. Then I wanted to show you P. Louise. Did I mention her already, or is that a video that you haven't seen yet? I don't know. P. Louise, I want to so much try her eyeshadow bases. So she's coming out with a shade extension. Do I know anything more? Like, there are just 4 new shades. That's much I know. I don't know which of those on the swatches that you see here are the new ones and which are the old ones. Anyway, but she is coming out with 4 more new shades, and I'm so intrigued of trying. I don't know, I would have to see. Maybe the 4th one from the top is gonna be mine or something like that. No, that leans too much towards the pink. Maybe the 3rd one. I don't know. I so want to place an order with P. Louise and just try the eyeshadow bases. And also, she also has eyeshadow bases that are colorful, which are, for example, white or red or blue or green. So when you are wearing, for example, an eyeshadow look like this, you could, for example, if it would be a red smoky eye, you could put a red base underneath and just have this color pop like crazy. I would love that. So that's definitely on my to-do list. And yeah, so that's what it is. That's from P. Louise. And then there is another palette that I forgot actually to mention last time. I had that on my list, and for some reason I skipped over it, and then while editing I thought, what happened here? Why didn't I mention this even? So this is from Natasha Denona, and it is the Sunrise palette. And on first glance I thought this was really nice. Then on second glance I thought, okay, so these 2 rows to the right, I think are not even necessary. I don't know. I think this is too neutral to be in that Sunrise palette, but that's just, of course, my personal opinion. It could have been just as well just the 9 shades to the left, even though I am all for bigger palettes, but this would have been enough to be justifiably called a Sunrise palette, right? Anyway, so this is though anyway really pretty. It's going to be beautiful mattes and shimmers and duochromes, and it will only cost you $65. Okay, I can get like 2.5 Morphe palettes for this. But it is beautiful, so just saying. Okay, next thing I wanted to show you is from Juvia's Place, and they now, you remember that we spoke I think 2 weeks ago about them coming out with the I Am Magic concealers and foundations, and now they're also having setting powders in 5 shades. So just wanted to show you, because I'm not gonna get that foundation, so I don't really need the setting powder either. Just wanted to show you because I know there are some ladies of color who might be interested, or maybe also other ladies, whatever. So that is coming out now. And the thing is, the reason why I'm not buying their foundation, even though I'm really intrigued, it is because it is a matte foundation, and I'm not into matte finishes anymore when it comes to foundation. So that's why that's the reason why I'm not getting this. Then I wanted to show you. Do I start every sentence with "then I wanted to show you"? Alright, so this is a release from Luminous Cosmetics in, I guess, celebration of a new Lion King movie coming out. Is that true? This summer? Yes. I barely watch any TV. I have no idea what's going on in the movie world, so that's not because I'm against it, just because I have no time. So apparently there is a new Lion King movie coming out. My kids will be so happy. And so this is the collaboration going in hand with this, together with Disney, I think, and there was someone else, Sir John. I don't know who that is. Anyway, so this is a sculpting palette and an eyeshadow palette, and I think there are also like lip glosses and bullet lipsticks. Do I think this is in theme of Lion King? I don't think so. I don't think so. When I think of the Disney movie, I think lush greens, I think blue of the sky, I think yellows and saffrons and warm browns, and I don't see any of this in this palette. So I think this would be a disappointment for me, but maybe the whole color scheme of that movie that will come out will be different from what I know from the Disney movie. So just saying, from what I'm seeing now, I think this is not for me. Then I wanted to show you this, and this is from Violet Voss, and she's coming out with the Best Life eyeshadow palette, retailing for $49. It has 14 shades with different finishes, 7 big pans of finely milled pressed glitters, which is okay. If those would have been highlighters, like special highlighters, that would have been great. I would have loved that much more. But anyway, that's how it's gonna look. That's the palette. Just saying. I don't know if that is something for you. There's also, to the left, you see there a rainbow fun-sized mini eyeshadow palette for $18 that has 10 shades, and it is sort of I don't know if it is really a rainbow palette, because there's no green. There are shades missing in there, but there is a black and a white. I don't know if that really qualifies as a rainbow palette. But anyway, so that is also something that they're coming out with. Okay, lovely ladies, I think this is it. I think this is it. I can go back to the center. I can have a sip of coffee. And let's just quickly go through my favorites. I think my favorites for this week will be that, let me just check what it's called, Sunlight Activated Color Changing Vegan Eyeshadow Palette from Emby Boutique. Love that. The name is something to get used to. I think we should collaborate. Monique from Emby Boutique. I think we should come up with some really cool names like that. This is hard. Anyway, I really love that. And the next thing I loved was from Ruby May Cosmetics, those 3 palettes, the Vibes, Brights and Mood palette. Super beautiful. And then of course the collaboration between Stacey Marie and BPerfect Cosmetics. Still waiting to buy the first palette from her. And this looks amazing, so I may have to do an order, like both of them together. All right, is that all? I think this is all, girls. We made it through another week. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you liked or what you didn't like, or if there's anything that I missed for this week or that wasn't available yet or online yet while I was filming this. So you can let me know and alert me to that existence and I'll talk about it next week if you want to. So that is that. And if you're new here and you like what I do, then please subscribe to my channel and give my video a like. And besides that, I just hope you have a very awesome day and that you will know always and always that you are loved and that you are blessed. And go ahead and sparkle, and I'll see you here tomorrow for my next video and also on Friday for my Shavuot special. So there are going to be a lot of videos this week, as you probably have noticed, but it's just really for this week because we have the new month where I'm releasing a video and also the festival of Shavuot. So that is 2 additional videos for me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed and I hope you come back for my next one. I love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.